Hi everyone, my name is Soliday. I just wanted to start by saying that link right in front of you is my ZotGPT chat, and I have made it public. So if you type that chat into your browser, you should be able to access it. I also share my ZotGPT chat with one of the TA. I think her name is Sihi. So she probably get an invitation through her email inbox. So I just wanted to mention that. And yeah, and so I'm currently using two screen monitors right now, so it might be looking like I'm looking onto the mostly onto the right hand side. That is because my slide is actually on the right hand side on that screen monitor. So yeah, and so this presentation I will summarize this week's readings and videos. Then I will share my personal reactions and my personal comments in general. For the overall topics that we have been learning about participatory culture, educational technology, and generative AI. And yeah. Okay, so this is a summary of the readings. I have two topics that I want to discuss about, which the first one is participatory culture, and the second one is generative AI. So I want to start with the first one. So participatory culture. For week 2, we were able to discover and learn more about Wattpad. I actually know Wattpad a long time ago back in high school, but I never really like read a bunch of stories from Wattpad, even though I have read Wattpad stories before, but it's been a while since I've had read it. So thanks to this class, I was able to, reconnect with Wattpad and, learn more about the organizational missions and basically the contents that they put up with, especially the recent ones. And so this week's readings explain the idea of participatory culture. So instead of like only reading and watching content, people can also create and share their own work on Wattpad. And so websites like Wattpad, they actually let people write their own stories, receive feedback, and interact with other people. And so that really creates a good sense of community because people get to share their own perspective, and people get to learn things from other people because as you share your own ideas about something that you have just read, and you share your own ideas, you are not only allowing yourself to learn about the materials, but you are also allowing other people to acknowledge your ideas and how you perceive certain materials from a certain point of views. And so we all have different point of views, so it's good to share it out there, but it's also very important that you keep it very positive. Not keep it very positive, but keep it neutral in a way that it doesn't cost people any sort of like don't make them feel uncomfortable. So basically, educational technology helps students learn at any time and at anywhere, not only inside the classroom. And so moving on to generative AI, I think this one is pretty simple and straightforward. It basically supports creativity. It is very important that you not only use AI to support you, but like you should never think that AI is going to replace you, because AI is good at making submissions. It's good at creating information. Sorry, it's good at creating informations, but it's not good at making sort of like certain logical decisions. Humans are the ones who are doing that. And so it AI definitely saves up the time, but humans really need to learn how to use AI very responsibly. And so so basically AI can help people brainstorm a bunch of ideas, improve writing, get more creative with AI. You ask AI to help you understand certain part. And so basically it's like a co-creation. However, it also explained that AI should help people instead of replacing them. So, like I talked about it a couple minutes ago, it's so important that you should never think AI is going to replace you, because if you depend too much on AI, you might also start to lose your own creativity and your own unique idea of how you might want to put stuff into your own work. My reaction is pretty simple. I really thought that AI is very helpful. I think back in week 1, I was kind of like explaining how I perceive AI, like ChatGPT in general, back in 2023. I think I talked about that. I thought it was very cool and very powerful. I never really expected that AI, like ChatGPT, would boom so much. It grows so much within 3 years. Even old people like my grandparents even know how to use ChatGPT to, incorporate into their daily lifestyles in general. And so, like, students should still think for themselves. I think a lot of young kids these days, they depend so much on a bunch of different generative AI tools, which I think it's so dangerous, and it's not good at all. But as a society, as with a lot of the educational mission, they should be very cautious with that. And so, yeah, but I do agree with the readings that technology can make, learning more engaging, but you have to make sure, you have to be very ensure that you know how to allow the kids to use it properly. And I, especially, with the participatory culture, because students can share ideas, receive feedback, and learn from one and another. I think AI is such a useful tool because um, if it's being used correctly. And but yeah, you should never depend on AI entirely. Well, the future of educational technology, I feel like AI will become even more common. Right now, in 2026, if you compare the period back in I would say 2020 to 2023, I would say like a lot has changed. And so from 2020 to 2023, that was the beginning of, some sort of like chaos moments of like, AI bringing into the whole universe. And now 2026, everything is all about AI. Every companies try to encourage everyone at any ages to use AI in order to speed up their work. And so, and with educational technology, we have more online collaborations, and, teachers guide responsible AI use. And we have a lot of like, you know, uh, I would say like AI and educational technology will definitely continue to grow. And I feel like more students will learn online and work together using digital tools, and the teachers will have important role in helping students use AI responsibly. And I really do think that even though technology is just becoming so powerful, I think human creativity really does matter as much as before, or even more, because I'm the type of person who really value original thinking. And I feel like it should really comes first, because from my own personal experience, I have everyone that I know, they always use ChatGPT to help them write messages, emails. Personally, for me, I never use any of those at all, because I am I would say I love to lean onto my creativity. I like to express myself with my own words. I feel like anything that sometimes, yes, I do use ChatGPT to kind of help me brainstorm ideas, but that is mostly for work. But when it comes to personal connections and, basically a human or interaction, I think it's so important that you use your own thinking skills and your own, everything comes from your own heart. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so original thinking is very crucial, and it should always come first. So, thank you so much for watching this presentation. If you have any trouble with the ZotGPT link, please let me know. I really don't want to, get my points taken off. So, thank you so much.